I see him and he's like I'm looking at him and he's looking at me and there's tension. And all of a sudden I detached from the situation and I looked at myself and I said, Jocko, you're an idiot. Because here I was, and what was I thinking? I was jealous of the guy. Or intimidated or jealous, or whatever the words, threatened. Yeah. I was jealous. I think it was jealous because he was a young guy that had been very successful, made a ton of money, went to a big school and played ball and all that stuff. And he had done all this stuff. And what was he thinking looking at me? He was looking at me thinking, oh, this guy, he was a SEAL and he was, a jiu-jitsu guy and he's a badass. And both of us were basically envious of the other one in some way. And really what it was, I guess envious is the wrong word. Our egos, both of our egos had impacted. And so as soon as I realized that, I was like, bam, I immediately changed my attitude. And I was like, and the next opportunity I had, during a break or something, I was like, you know what? After working with you a couple days, you're awesome. I said, what you've done is badass to be your age and be dominating a company like this and have raised it together and built it. That's awesome. And made a ton of money. I love that. And that's just badass, man. I have nothing but respect for you and what you've done. And I actually want to learn from you while I'm here. Mm-hmm. And immediately it was like a force field came down. And he said to me, you know what? No matter what I've done in my life, it's never going to be what you've done. And after that, we were bros. But I had to recognize the ego in the situation, mine and his. And I just had to disarm it, and then it was all gone. So that's a story about ego. My big, ugly ego. And again, ego drives people. It's what makes people want to be successful.